guys, it's Laura from Doggy U, and today we're going to be learning a fun, fast, simple trick called Say Your Prayers that we're going to be learning with your dog. Some people like to call it hide and seek, some people like to call it Say Your Prayers, but either way, it's a really cute trick and it's very impressive. So let's get started. So before we get started, I just want to talk about safety real quick. We're going to want to do this on a non-slip surface like carpet or foam matting. We're going to want to avoid wood or tile, anything that's going to be slick for your dog, because we are going to be asking them to be up on their hind legs, so we want them to feel safe and secure. Also, if you have any tricks that you'd love to learn how to do with your dog, make sure you put them in the comments down below and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can see all of our new dog training and travel content when it comes out. All right, let's do this. Alright guys, so let's get started with teaching the Say Your Prayers trick. With just a couple of steps, you can teach this really cute trick for you and your dog to practice together. So I'm going to break it down for you right here. If you haven't looked at our front foot target video yet, I'm going to link that up here. That's a really important one. It's going to give you a good foundation for this trick and many other tricks. So go and watch that video first if you haven't, and then we're going to work on our Say Your Prayers now. So if your dog has a front foot target, you can easily transfer that to targeting your arm. So we're going to start there. Jake? Now, depending on the size of your dog, you're going to either want to do this trick from standing or kneeling. Both work, depending on the size. Now, Jake is in between, so he can do both. So what I might start with is an easier way to do this, which is I'm going to keep the dog on the ground. I'm going to take a cookie, and I'm going to lure my dog up onto my arms. So I'm going to pull the cookie forward, and he's going to be sitting there right on my arms. Beautiful. And I'm going to feed in place here. I want you to practice this skill quite a bit, so I might take a meal and take a quarter of that meal and just feed it in position here to develop your dog's strength. And then when they're done doing that behavior, I'm going to say free and release them from the trick. It's very important that you are releasing your dog from the trick and that they're not releasing themselves. So you're going to have the dog come up on your arm, Jake, with the cookie. You're going to feed in position to start with, just with his paws on your arm, and then you're going to say free. Once your dog is sticky to your arm, which means they're going to stay there no matter what until you release them and say the word free, the next thing we want to do is put that on cue. So before I ask them to get up on my arm, I'm going to take my cookie, I'm going to say paws up, and then invite them up and reward for that so that I can put that on a cue real quick. Say free. Good. Jake, paws up. Good. So now that I've got this on cue, I can move on to head position. Free. I want my dog's head to go underneath my arm so it looks like they're praying. So what I'm going to do is grab a couple of cookies, I'm going to ask my dog for paws up, and then I'm going to immediately feed here underneath my arm. So I'm feeding under my arm. Free. Good. That's quite a stretch for your dog, so you want to do short bits of it while they're learning. So again, paws up and stretching here. Good. Once I've got my positioning down, free, I'm going to start naming that. So the name for that is going to be prayers for me. So I'm going to say paws up, prayers, and feed underneath. Beautiful. And once my dog is doing really well with that, I want to fade that lure. Free. To fade the lure, I'm going to take my imaginary cookie at first and kind of point underneath my arm. Jake, paws up, prayers. Yes. Good. Very nice. And I'm always going to feed this one in position. Free. Again, I'm going to take my imaginary cookie so my dog thinks I've got a cookie right here from my treat pouch. I'm going to say paws up, prayers. Good. Very nice. And feed. Beautiful. Now you can see that Jake is getting a little bit tired here, so I'm going to switch him out. So Jake, go to place. Down. Whip him. Good girl. I'm going to use whip here. Now for her, she's a little bit shorter. Come here, girlfriend. So I'm going to do this kneeling. So what I'm going to do, again, is paws up, feed here. Good girl. Very nice. And then free. All right, so now that she kind of knows what we're doing, I'm going to take my imaginary cookie. I'm going to do paws up, prayers. Yes, good job. Free. Good. Once my dog understands that their head should go underneath, I'm going to, now that I have both of those things on cue, ask for it without my imaginary cookie. So I'm going to do paws up, point, prayers. Yes, good job. Very nice. And now still be able to do it without my hand signal at all. So I'm gonna do paws up, purrs. Yes. Good job. Free. Now she hasn't worked on this trick as much, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like with Jake as well. Whip, go to place. Jake, come. So we're gonna have him sit. We're gonna do paws up, purrs. Yes. Good. Good job. Free. Good. Paws up, purrs. Yes. Good job. And the same thing when we stand up. Jake, purrs. Yes. Make your cue cute, like say your prayers or let's play hide and seek. You count. Once your dog is doing really well with this, you can start doing this behavior on different objects. So if you don't want to just do it on your arm, you can also do it on, for instance, a chair, or I like to do it on a fence rail because it's kind of cute and makes for a cute little picture. So you can apply the same principles, but to an object. If you're having fun with this and you want to show it off, make sure you tag us on Instagram at doggy.u, doggy.u, and we'll be sure to share it with all of our followers. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our new content. If you have any questions or you'd like to propose a video for us to do, make sure you drop it in the comments down below. You guys have an awesome day and happy training.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our next video. Subscribe now and never miss an episode.